Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever time it is that you are watching this video, and welcome to another highlights reel from the Vortex Racing Leagues with me, Andrew. So it's been a bit of a while since my last VRL video for various reasons. I did have a race in Singapore, but I crashed out after like lap 2, 3, not very long, and I hadn't taken part in qualifying, so there wasn't really enough highlights to really put in. But there was a race around Singapore, which I'll give you the result of now. iSuper Scrub won from Don Silva, Gadalho and SS Power. Quite a few retirees after I retired, and quite a few safety cars as well. The tricky curbs, the tricky Codemasters curbs around Singapore definitely caught a few people out. So the championship standings as we go into Suzuka. In the lead of the championship is Italian Blue on 195 points. Second, Domino on 170. Third is Richie on 131. Fourth, iSuper Scrub on 129. Fifth, SS Power on 114. Sixth, Gadalho on 107. Seventh, Tyler on 91. Then it's Fives on 68. Freddie on 65. Little Paul rounds out the top 10 on 57. Don Silva is 11th on 55. Then it's me on 53. And last with a reasonable score is Ferrari Italia with 50. So here's the end of my qualifying lap. Yeah, quite a small turnout this time round Suzuka, so we only had 7 people on the grid. iSuper Scrub takes pole from Tyler, Italian Blue third. Didn't quite catch the end of that grid. But yeah, so it's me in 7th, I think it's Gadalho in 6th. And I can't quite make out 4th and 5th, I do apologise. So we're here on the grid. It's Richie in 5th ahead of us, Gadalho in 6th. We've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we're away. Bit of a tardy start. Hopefully we'll get a better second stage of the start as we go round the outside of Gadalho. That's a nice move up into 6th place through turn 1. Everything pretty clean through these first couple of corners. Richie runs a little bit wide there, but he's back on track now, and everyone is clear and through the first couple of corners on this first lap round Suzuka. So we're coming through the spoon curve. We've run a little bit wide there, and that's going to give an opportunity to Gadalho as we go up the long straight at the end of sector 2. He's probably got a little bit of curves. Look, he's charging past in that Lotus. We've taken the inside line. We've made our one defensive move, and Gadalho has got the move done. He's missed the apex though through 130. We might have another chance to get back through. Oh, we're going to stick it down the inside. Oh, a little bit of a touch there, but nothing too drastic through the chicane. And as we come down to finish the end of the first lap, it's Gadalho in 6th, me in 7th. We might use a bit of curves to try and get up alongside him. Yes, are we going to have the inside line going into turn 1? Oh, we've got the place back for now, but Gadalho's up the inside again, but he's ducked out of it. Thought wisely to not try that move up into the end of turn 1. So end of lap 2, and the battle with Gadalho is continuing. We're trying to hold the middle of the track. DRS has been enabled, but it's not going to be available on this particular passing manoeuvre, as we might just, yes, we're just going to be able to hold off Gadalho on that attempt. So it's later in lap 3. We've run a little bit wide up through the end of the S's, and Gadalho's nicked through us quite nicely there. Do really like these 2 corners, and oh, Gadalho's had a bit of a tardy exit out of the second Degner corner, and we're going to just get alongside of him. Just about enough room there on the track. Gadalho's gone deep through the hairpin, and we're just going to nick underneath, and that's a beautiful move back up into 6th position. Yellow flags are out. Oh my goodness, there's 2 cars off. There's a McLaren, and I couldn't quite make out what the other car was there, but there's obviously been an incident there, and that's us up to 4th place. Coming down into the chicane. Oh, Gadalho's had a go, and he's got it wrong, and that's taken us out of it. That's taken us off the track. A bit unfortunate there. It looks like Gadelho is going to wait for us to reduce the penalty. That's good behaviour there from Gadelho to let us back through. Someone's dived in the pits, but we're still in 4th here on the end of lap 4. We're going to come through 130R. I think it's Gadelho who's got a good slipstream up on us as we're going into the chicane. Oh, Liam's done beautifully to nick through there. He nicks through both. He nicks past us both. That's what I was meaning to say. A great move there from Liam. We're in 3rd place. We're cycling through the pit stops at the moment at the end of lap 6. Once again, Gadelho. No, so it's Richie and the other Lotus up behind us. We're just about leaving enough room for Richie to get past, and he's made the move stick. We've still got a bit of curves though as we come off the final corner, and we might just have a chance of being able to get back up the inside, but that Lotus has got really good straight line speed today, and we're going to think better of it than banditing it down the inside through turn 1, and Richie takes the position. So it's Spoon Corner again, and this time we've got Italian Blue up behind us on much fresher tyres as we're trying to go long on these prime tyres. We're currently on lap 7. We're up alongside going into the 130R now. Someone's going to need big balls to get 2 cars through here. We're trying to give him room. Oh, but there's a bit of a touch there, and that's put us in the gravel. 50-50 driver error I think there. Tyler's nicked through as well. Lap 8, we've run wide at that corner again, and same as before, Gadelho's got past us, and these tyres aren't looking too good. We might have to pit at the end of this lap. Nearly go off there into the second part of the Degner corners, and sure enough, at the end of lap 8 we're going to pit and change onto the option tyre, the white banded tyre. So quite a hectic first third of this race, but still all to play for, with 18 laps to go. So it's a crucial part of the race. We're going to switch it up to Rich Mix 3 to really get the most out of these tyres. Gadelho is in the pits. Now Gadelho entered, was ahead of us when we entered the pits. Are we going to be able to get the undercut on him with the fresher tyres? Yes we are. Great work by the Williams pit crew. That's got us back into 6th position. So it's a bit later in the stint, lap 13. Our option tyres are starting to look a little bit tardy, and Gadelho has closed up behind us again. He was about 3.5 seconds behind when he came out of the pits, when everything settled down. But he's going to have a good chance. He's probably going to have DRS down into the first corner, but we've got a good exit off the last corner. A little bit of a gap there, but here comes Gadelho with that DRS. He's going to go to the inside. We're going to show him the inside line, give him room on the apex, but he decides against going up the inside. He's still there though, battling through into these S-turns, and I don't think this battle is over at all. Gadelho's got slightly fresher tyres. He's able to hold his tyre performance for a bit longer than us today, and he's still snaking around, still there in my rear view mirrors. And this race really is starting to hot up here. Oh, Gadelho's got a good run. He's going to try and go round the outside. Oh, just about keeps it on track there. Great racing from the both of us, side by side through the 2 Degner corners. And I don't think this is over at all. Oh, we're going to have a little look down the inside into the hairpin. Gadelho leaves us room. Oh, just about. Both drivers doing quite well there to avoid an incident. But at the end of the start of lap 15, sorry, we pit. We're going to stick the prime tyre back on. Great pit stop from the Williams boys again, and we're back out on the track. Lap 17, what have we got going on here? And Gadelho's making a pit stop. So Gadelho's obviously on a 2-stop strategy as opposed to our 3-stop strategy. He's trying to make those tyres last a little bit longer, which when it comes to the last couple of laps of this race could be crucial. Lap 21, and we're pitting to make our final pit stop here today round Suzuka. It's going to be a switch back onto the option tyres for the last 6 laps of this race. Can the Williams pit crew make another great stop? Yes they can, straight away out the pits. Now we're behind Gadalho at this point, so we're going to need to chase him down with these remaining 6 laps. It's about a 10-second gap. And let's see what kind of progress we're making at the end of lap 22. Not the kind of progress that we need. We need to have more pace than that. And as we come on to the end of lap 25, time is running out here. This isn't looking great at the moment at closing down Gadalho, who may have a penalty, in fact, for that earlier incident, but it would be nice to close him down. 2 laps to go. Maybe the gap is starting to come down now. Maybe Gadalho's going to struggle on those tyres. As we're on the last lap now, we're still quite a bit behind, but now we're starting to cut into Gadalho's lead. But I think it's all going to be too little too late. Gadalho does a great job on those tyres to keep them fresh, to keep the gap. Liam has won the race, and we're going to come home in what turns out to be 6th with Gadalho's penalty. So there we go. Liam wins the race from Italian Blue. Freddie in 3rd, Tyler in 4th, Richie in 5th, myself in 6th, and Gadalho wrapping out the result in 7th place. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you had, please sure give it a like, and if you want to see more from me, then click that subscribe button. On the screen it links to 2 other videos on my channel. On the left is me actually having a go at some real life motorsport, so a bit of action from the British Unis Karting Championships. And on the right is the previous episode from the highlights from the Vortex Racing Leagues, where I get beautifully trolled by Codemasters. I've been Andrew the Blade, hope you've enjoyed the video, goodbye.